It was a cold, lonely night, already deep into the early hours. I just needed to grab a few things. Walmart was almost empty, only a few people scattered around, like always. At that hour, the store felt more desolate than anything else, with the fluorescent lights flickering slightly, casting long and strange shadows across the aisles. The silence was overwhelming, interrupted only by the distant sound of someone's cart scraping across the floor. The stillness of the place was unsettling, as if something was lurking in the shadows, waiting for someone to break the eerie calm. Then, suddenly, I stopped in front of the cleaning supplies aisle. I don't know why, but something made me look down the aisle where the shelves stretched into the dim light. That's when I saw it, a shadow, human-shaped, moving slowly, as if walking toward me, but not quite. It slid. The shadow had no face, but its shape was unmistakable. Even though my mind told me I should be alone, this figure seemed to be following me, sliding back and forth without moving naturally. It didn't make sense. I couldn't see its feet, but I could feel it near. It was as if the shadow was floating in midair. I tried to ignore it and keep going with my shopping, but I couldn't. Every time I turned to look at the aisles, the shadow was closer, always just out of my line of sight, but getting nearer. I felt watched, like something was waiting for me to come closer so it could trap me. Suddenly the lights flickered. In that instant, the cold intensified, and what happened next was something I'll never forget. The lights went out completely, and the store was plunged into total darkness. My heart was pounding and my breathing grew heavier. All I could hear were my own footsteps. I heard a whisper, barely audible, coming from behind me. A whisper that seemed to come from everywhere. "Don't leave!" The voice was distorted, as if it came from someone who was no longer alive. At that moment, my instinct told me to run, but I couldn't move. I was paralyzed by fear. I ran, not thinking about anything else. I sped past the shelves, weaving between the aisles, trying to escape. I kept looking behind me, and with every turn I took, that shadow was closer. It was like it was chasing me, like it knew exactly where I was going. When I finally made it out of that section of the store, I reached the checkout and everything seemed normal again. The lights were on and the store was calm, as if nothing had ever happened. But when I paid, the cashier looked at me strangely and asked, "Is everything all right?" I said yes, although my body was still shaking. But the worst part came when I left Walmart and saw, right in front of the door, a shadow that seemed to be waiting for me to leave. It stood at the edge of the parking lot, motionless, as if watching my every move. When I tried to look at it more closely, it vanished, as if it dissolved into the air. I don't know what that was at Walmart that night. Maybe it was an apparition, maybe my mind was playing tricks on me. But something tells me I wasn't the only one who saw what I saw. And if you ever go to Walmart at night, be careful. You might not be alone, even if you don't see it. Has something similar ever happened to you in Walmart or anywhere else? Drop your story in the comments below. I'd love to hear your thoughts on this kind of experience. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more chilling tales. See you in the next video.